When World War II broke out, I was about 11 years of age. I was walking on this beach, the southern beach of England, when the first air raid warning came over. We didn't have a radio, so we stopped the policeman and said, have war been declared? And he said, yes, war was declared 15 minutes ago. When we were roughly 12 years of age, in August of 1940, my twin brother and I were taken to Canada to get us out of the way of the bombs in London. I am of doubtful parentage. And all broke out. A man said, send to my mother, wrote a telegram, said, send me the two boys. I'll look after them for the rest of the war. We assume he was our father, and the resemblance was striking. It was the last civilian convoy of the war, and it was about 12 huge ships, including, I believe, the HMS Repulse. There were 6 destroyers, submarines, which we never saw, and of course aeroplanes going about a third across. They didn't have the petrol the gasoline to go right across to protection, but it was all there, and of course the Germans had their U-boats out. One reason I believe that there were nobody attacked this convoy was that it was announced that they were taking prisoners, German prisoners, to be serve their time in Canada. After we had come to Canada, they stopped that because there was a ship sunk, and the loss of children was terrible. I mean, a couple of hundred children died in this, so they figured it was safer to keep them in London. I started collecting clippings from the newspaper at the beginning of the war, or slightly before, because it was a very exciting time, and the pictures of all these wonderful people saluting and so on. And the first clipping, I can't remember. Probably when Chamberlain announced that there would be peace in our time. And everybody wondered if that was going to be true. Well, it wasn't. And then Churchill came along and saved the British Empire. I was a few days short of joining up when the war ended. I was 17 and a third, I think, and you had to be 17 and a half. And a lot of my friends joined up. Some were killed. One of my former teachers was killed, and it's a sad moment, of course. I don't want to look as though I'm enjoying war. That's not what I'm trying to do. But for young kids, it was the most exciting experience that anybody could ever have. If you were around when Churchill was saying, we shall fight on the fields, we shall never surrender, you never forget that. And it even brings emotion to me just as I say those words. It was a marvelous time, an exciting time that I shall never forget.